Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Moritz here at Data Whale, and I'm really happy to show you ALGA. And in a minute or so, I'm going to share my screen from my phone. I'm going to mirror it to the computer, and we'll give you a live showcase of the app. So we'll just give it a few more minutes, and yeah, excited. All right, everyone. Welcome to the ALGA Showcase. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the community for their support, and also to everyone at Ocean for setting this up tonight. Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about how I started Data Whale. So that was back in November 2020, and I'm super excited and super stoked how far we've come. We started off with an Excel sheet logging data sets on the ocean market, and my dream was always to have all of this information that we've logged that time on an application. And yeah, it's come true thanks to OceanDAO and the community support. And yeah, I really hope that you guys will enjoy the showcase today. So this year is the year of adoption for Ocean. And similarly, we're also doing our best to build as many tools as possible to get ready for the adoption of data assets, including data tokens, and also with V4 data NFTs, which I'm super excited about. So we do have a vision and a roadmap in place, and ALGA is just the first step. We're hoping that we'll be able to continue building also some web applications like datatoken.market, and we've recently blocked the domain datanft.market too. So yeah, exciting times ahead, and yeah, hopefully you'll be enjoying the tools as much as we do enjoy them building. Good. So ALGA is a data token wallet for stakers, for liquidity providers, for data investors basically. And it's an application that is integrated with the Ocean market. And we don't store any keys. We actually use Wallet Connect, so we can connect to your existing Ethereum wallet, so you don't have to move any funds to our app. It stays safe wherever they are, on your MetaMask, for example. And yeah, then you can use the features and the interface of the app to make some hopefully smart staking decisions in the future on Ocean Market. Now it's Ocean Market V3, and in the future also about Ocean Market V4. Good. So let's start. I'm basically, I'm not able to see you guys, so I'm here on video. If you do have questions, please type them up in the text box, and I'll answer them after the showcase finishes, right? So let's start. I'm going to share my screen now. All right. And I'm also going to switch off my video. And now I'm going to mirror my phone to my laptop. All right. So you should be able to see my screen now. Basically, these are the three applications you need in order to use ALGA, which is the wallet and MetaMask, and also your email to verify the the app. So let's start. We'll open ALGA. And you're here on the home screen. So we'll go through the functions in detail a little later. First of all, we will need to create an account. So we're logging in here, and we press on the top right, we'll create an account. So I'm typing up a data whale email, memes@datawhale.ai. By the way, if you have any funny memes that you'd like to use, then go ahead and submit them to that email. For you to know, we are sending an OTP to both email and the phone number as well. You'll only need one of them to verify your account. Hence the reason why right now I'm only using a fake number, because I've already signed up with my other number to my actual account. So this is just for test purposes. Setting up a password here. I don't think you can see that. And agreeing to our terms and conditions. All right. And now the OTP should arrive to our email. So we'll go back to our email here. We've already got it open, just waiting for it to arrive. Should be fairly quick. There you go. There's our OTP. And yeah, our account is created. So here's a short tutorial for the application that we've created. So you can basically go through that just to get an idea of what ALGA will provide you. And yeah, you can learn a little bit about before you start using the app. There's some screens here that are explained. This is probably the most important screen, which is the wallet. And then you're ready, right? So now, as you can see, the home screen looks a little different because you can start adding stuff to your watch list. Now, before we go through those details, let's connect our wallet. So we do this with Wallet Connect. So we click MetaMask here. I've got the MetaMask mobile application installed, and I'm connecting to the site. Going back to the application. So now the wallet becomes visible. And yeah, you can already see here my pool liquidity that I have on the Ocean Market with that wallet. So currently all my liquidity that I have on the Ocean Market is in 36. And you can also see all the transactions that I've done with the wallet. The most recent one was yesterday. I've tested a swap through the app. That's why you can see here of Genfuk. And yeah, so let's start importing some data tokens to our wallet. So obviously I've got a few data tokens here. Let's sort them by market cap, by liquidity basically, and we'll add 36 to our wallet. So now you can see here that I've added 36. I'm holding about 114 Ocean worth of 36. All right. Now let me explain you a little further the functionality of the app. So we'll go back to the home screen. So here on the top, you'll see all the metrics of the Ocean Market. So we're pulling this from DeFi Llama. And it might look a little different from the figures that you see on Ocean because we're only showing liquidity pools, etc., on Ethereum. And then if you'd like to check the Ocean price, we're pulling this from CoinGecko. So right here, you see the daily volume, for example, and the market cap. And there's also a link to Ocean Protocol's website. Right, so now, for example, if I'd like to, I could add some tokens to my watch list. So, for example, I like Quikra, so I'm going to add this to my watch list here. Right, so now you can see it's here on my home screen. Right, so these are basically some of the features that you see on Ocean Market, like the highest liquidity pools, right? So that's what we know from the Ocean Market homepage. We've also got some newcomers, and what we've implemented is the top gainers and the top drops in data tokens. Excuse me. So also what we're able to do is to go into a detailed data token screen. So here, for example, I'd like to analyze Trapple a little more. So I can see the swap fee, for example, I can see the total pool shares, etc. And here I can filter US dollars and Ocean, for example, right? So I can see the graph in Ocean now. And now I'd like to see a 3 months price history. So thanks to rug pull index, we're getting this price history since actually January 2021. And you can filter it in Ocean as well as US dollars, right? So you could see your assets, how they developed over time and also against each other. And you could also see the total liquidity here, which looks a bit similar to the price, obviously. Right? And then we have some further information here. So for example, we have the dataset descriptions. So you can read what this dataset or this data token is about. And we've integrated rug pull index and some tags as well. Right, and then we've got our index here. So our index right here, we've got some filters that the user can choose. So for example, we're showing the rug pull index data tokens. We're showing, for example, sort by market cap, which gives you the data tokens with the highest liquidity from the top, right? And yeah, so then we obviously have our settings. So here we've got dark mode too. So you could, simply just go through the app at night without having your eyes hurt. You could edit your profile. This is pretty much just for you. So you could have some, your name, etc., uploaded here. And your settings, you can switch on Face ID, change your password or change your email, and you can also delete your account. And then we've got some terms of use and privacy policy here and a support button too. Great. So now let's go back to the wallet screen. So here, as you've seen, we've imported Treple. So let's import another data token that we have. Yesterday, I swapped Genfuk. So let's add them to the wallet now. So as you can see now, the graph also changed. So now you can see your percentage allocation per data token. Right, so let's give it a try. Let's swap a data token. So at the moment, I've already got Treple. So let me go into swap Xkane. Right, and here afterwards, we'll have to sign 2 transactions. Let's sign maybe 100 Ocean worth of Xkane. So we'll get 0.05 Xkane. So now we'll have to sign 2 transactions. One is the token approval transaction, and another one is the actual swap. So let's try this now. So MetaMask is opening. And it should open shortly. All right, let's see. Try again. Sometimes this is a bit delayed on MetaMask. So guess this is the show effect again that I was a little afraid of at the beginning. Yesterday we've tested it with Genfuk and it worked fine. Let's see why it's not coming up. Let's try again. Close this. All right, here you go. It's a lot of gas that we have to spend right now. All right, transaction has been sent. Now we should be able to add Xkane as well. I've got Etherscan here on my desktop open next to me. Just let's see once the transaction goes through. And then we'll be able to add it to our wallet right here. So I'm just referencing on Etherscan. The transaction did indeed go through. So now I can import my data token, which is should be Xkane. There you go. So now we've got 90 Ocean and Xkane here, right? And our total holdings changed. So yeah, so basically here you'll also be able to add liquidity through the app in similar fashion, and then you can be reviewing your transaction. As you can see, Xkane added here. And by the way, just a fun fact, so based on how much liquidity each of the data token pools has, they get a little icon here, like the higher ones, they get a swordfish, then you've got the octopus, you've got the turtles, and you've got the pufferfish here as well. And then you've also got the shrimps for those that have a little less liquidity. Great. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. Hope you enjoyed the showcase. I'm going to put my camera back on. All right. Hope you'll see me. Great. So I've got a few questions in the text channel. If you do have questions, please feel free to ask them now. Prakash, is the ALGA wallet tuned in mind for V4 launch? Well, if not, when can we expect V4 features? So in fact, Alex C from Ocean Core already reached out to us. He said, let's have a call with regards to V4 and how we can get ALGA ready as soon as possible. Of course, we understand that there are some minor changes required for ALGA. Since we're using Rockpool Index's data stream, they'll also need to make some changes for that. But I expect that this will we'll be able to get that sorted rather quickly. However, with V4, we'll also have data NFTs, right? So there's a couple of things that we'd like to add as features to the app. Maybe a separate NFT wallet or something in that sense. Also, the app, by all means, is not 100% perfect. As you've seen, also the data for the graphs loaded did take some time to load, for example. So we're planning to optimize that as we move forward. The most important thing is that the foundation is laid, and I think the team at InMind and also my designer Luana, they've done an outstanding job. In just under 4 months, I think we've started back in October. Yeah, almost 5 months now. We were able to pull this off, which is great. All right, Robin, I feel a bit bad about the first question here being a bit of an investigative one. Are you storing email plus wallet pairs on your server? I don't like to enter mail into a mobile app, but to then also attach my wallet to it feels weird. So if you're not storing that pair, that would be amazing. And if you want to get me 100% on board, I would love to see the open source code to verify that ALGA AMA. So there's a couple of questions here that I see. So first of all, I've got that question before, is why you're building a dApp that is asking for a registration and a login. So the opinions here differ a little bit. Since we're dealing with cryptocurrencies and Apple is tightening their screws on applications dealing with crypto, one of the requirements to have an application on Apple Store is a user registration. So hence the reason why we had to implement this in order just to be safe that we'll get the approval for the app on the App Store. Look, we are obviously storing user data in terms of emails, etc. But I can confirm that it's not linked to your wallet. I'll give you an example. Once I delete ALGA from my phone, I reinstall it again, then you'll have to connect your wallet one more time, even if you log in with your same account. So your wallet and your like your MetaMask, for example, and ALGA are completely separate, and you'll have to reintegrate it again afterwards. With regards to open sourcing ALGA, so yeah, that's a point where we're not sure yet how we want to move forward with that. For me personally speaking, having centralized applications in Web3 is part of the whole economy and part of the whole business also that we're doing. With V4, we're hoping that we'll be able to charge 0.1% trading fees. So that's a yeah, that's our business model at the end of the day with ALGA as well, as a third-party interface for Ocean Market. So I do believe that for Web3 to have centralized applications around it is good. OpenSea proves this. It's a highly popular tool, and I don't see anything wrong with keeping the source code closed. This third point, why is Wallet Connect not enough for the account? Is this because of Apple App Store policies? Yes, Robin, that's because of Apple App Store. And are you planning to include other networks, data sets in the future, for example, Polygon? Yes, so that's a thought that we have. Obviously, we want to include other networks, most likely Polygon, as we see that there's some traction there. So yeah, that would be after V4. Fifth point, would it be possible to track the progress of the transaction via Wallet Connect to show the progress in the app? Okay, interesting. So that's basically you're saying that instead of having the transaction show on MetaMask, we should show it on the application. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can share it again. Yeah, so I'll just share my screen one more time. Forgot to show you this. All right, so here I'm on the application. So I'm on the transaction screen. So you can see like some details with regards to the transaction history, and then you can also open it here. And this will lead you to, well, should lead you to Etherscan. Not sure why it doesn't. But yeah, basically it should all stay within the application, right? So you can check out the, you can even see like the change in price since you swapped, etc. All right. Fifth question. All right. Sixth question, is Wallet Connect supported for those who use hardware wallets? I believe, you know, if you confirm your transactions through the MetaMask mobile app, I believe they also have an option that some of the wallets provided, for example, by Ledger, that they can interact with the mobile via Bluetooth. So yes, basically you'll sign the transaction through MetaMask. You're not signing the transactions through ALGA. So if you're able to sign the transaction through MetaMask with your hardware wallet, then ALGA should work with that too. Good. So I see that those are all the questions that we had so far. 20 minutes. I think it's super cool. If you have any questions still in your mind that weren't asked right now, then please let us know. And yeah, I hope there were a couple of challenges at the beginning with the email verification and so on. We didn't foresee that. I wanted to launch on this super day 22/02/2022, but by tomorrow afternoon, today actually the developers are still working on some fixes that the community reported. So thanks everyone for your patience. And yeah, by tomorrow afternoon or by tomorrow evening, everything should be set. As you saw, everything worked fine for me, but yeah, you never know. There's always something wrong somewhere, and we're not sure why, but we were able to identify all of the issues, luckily, and yeah, we'll be fixing that. Thanks, Robin, for your comments. Really appreciate it. And yeah, let us know if there's any other ideas. Thanks, Prakash. Great. And yeah, it will be great to see this recording also for other community members in the future. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Take care.